just after midnight, we received a call to report a male being stabbed in an address in Bowditch Road in Spalding. Officers attended that address where they found a man severely injured with up to 12 stab wounds all over his body. That man was able to tell us that a Wayne Rule was his assailant, and that was the person responsible for causing those injuries. We immediately launched a manhunt to try and find Mr. Rule and arrest him. About an hour later, we received a further call from Signet Court in Spalding reporting a further assault where a male had been stabbed. Again, officers attended, and where they found a man seriously injured with, again, multiple stab wounds. Despite the best efforts of both paramedics and officers at the scene, that man tragically lost his life at that address. As the facts of the investigation became clearer, it was discovered that Mr. Rule had tricked his way into the address under the guise that a female had had an overdose. Immediately upon entering, he produced a knife from up his sleeve and started to stab Darren, stabbing him several times all over his body and including into his chest, which proved to be fatal. A witness at the address names Mr. Rule as the assailant, and the hunt then narrows down to his home address, where officers find him barricaded in and a siege situation ensues. Negotiators are called out, and after many hours of negotiating, Mr. Rule finally handed himself to police at around 7 o'clock in the morning.
And then just bring your other arm around, that's it. Yeah? Okay, at this time I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder and attempted murder, okay? You don't have to say anything, but it might be defence if you don't mention my questions, something which you later rely in court. Anything you do so might be given an evidence.
His words as he came out the address was, "Which one of them are dead?"
Which one's dead?
Can't really tell you that at the minute, mate. We'll give you as much detail when you get to custody.
I would like to thank everybody involved in this investigation as a senior investigating officer. That's from the response officers that went and tried to give first aid, the armed officers that were involved in the manhunt, the negotiators who spent hours and hours trying to get and did get Mr. Rule out with nobody else being hurt, and of course the investigation team that have diligently looked at this case and got to the point where Mr. Rule had no option but to plead guilty to this horrendous offence of murder and attempted murder.